So when I think about knitting a year's worth of plastic, that really is an incentive for me to use canvas.
I get the New York Times every morning,
Send it to me.
and it comes in this bright blue bag. I love that.
I'm collecting that, and I'm going
now
to
I know what to do.
a cape. You both are going to send me your blue bags, and I've been thinking about it for a long time. I'm going to call it the good news.
That's great. Also, in Chinatown, if you've noticed, in Chinatown, there's a trend. Sometimes all the groceries come out in hot pink plastic bags, or sometimes it's bright orange. And you know, even on a dismal rainy day, you see these bright blobs of color.
Yes.
And I'm so riveted by the sight of that. So now I'm going to like hound these people for their bags for you, because that would be just part of your thinking.
Yes,
right?
and when I see those bags, I always know where they've been.
Yes.
You know, they've been to
Exactly.
Chinatown, they've been shopping, their vegetables are in there. And this blue here is a blue plastic bag.
Is it from the New York Times?
No, it's not. It's a different blue.
Oh, it's not New York Times blue.
No, New York Times blue is actually a darker blue, a deeper blue. Yeah. But in another piece that I've been using, I've even used like the plastic bag from a Snickers candy bag, you know, and Arnold bread bags, you know. It's to draw attention to what are we doing with all this plastic? You know, we're just discarding it. We really have to pay more attention. Nice obsessive kind of female activity too.
Well, I think that's true, but I do know quite a number of male knitters now who have taken up the activity for many different reasons, not just to make a scarf, but I think they're curious, of the ones that I've spoken to, about fibers and the meaning of fibers in the way you're very interested in the role of plastic in the modern world. And I think that's wonderful, because it takes the knitter out of the context of the grandmother that you normally think is knitting a sock or an Afghan, and it becomes a much more contemporary and urban activity, which I think is wonderful.
Yeah. For the shroud, I had initially used the plastic bags from dry cleaning, you know, and that's something you just pull off, throw out, discard, and it's a great soft plastic to use. And it's almost invisible. We don't even see it, you know. And it was a nice way to symbolize these shrouds that we create of our, you know, of our bad habits, mental habits, just everything. And we don't see it. We don't see it. We don't see it.
Do you think that there might be a way to create a desire for people to want to create things from plastic that are maybe not symbolic, but maybe useful or aesthetic?
I'm thinking, you know, if I could work up a few samples, take them into the schools, get kids aware, you know, the next generation, maybe their eyes could be opened if I could create little teddy bears or something out of plastic. Because it's everywhere. The plastic it's not like you have to go out and buy your materials.
For those of you joining me, I'm Hung Yuli Krakow. I'm here with 3 guests, and we're talking about knitting. Nonna Maria, Dominic, Nancy, and Robin. In just listening to everybody speak about this, it occurs to me that you're knitting, the 2 of you are knitting, and we're crocheting. Oh. Do you cross party lines? I'm sure Nonna knits as well. But do you crochet? Do you flip? Do you
flip? I know it's a sensitive topic in some
I know. I'm skirting this very carefully.
Yeah, I actually learned to crochet a couple of years ago for an art project. And so, yes. But I actually find crochet is harder on my hands. Like, it makes them hurt more. So, since I tend to make big, ambitious things.
Do you use large needles or small needles?
Yeah, well, one thing I discovered from making this is I want to use larger needles.
No.
If you're going to knit a mile, I would use baseball bats if I was you.
Yeah, so yeah. But usually, I mean, I have a specific thing in mind, and whatever that needs is what I use. I don't think about it in terms of
I have a question. Why would you decide to crochet or knit a piece? What would determine that?
Well, for example, I did this piece on Canal Street in Manhattan, I crocheted blankets for all the light posts and stoplight posts and signposts. And at first I thought I would knit them, and then I counted them, and there was like 65. And I thought, I can't knit blankets that quickly, but crochet goes much faster.
Oh, it does. Okay.
So yeah, so then it became an issue of speed. Yeah.
How long did that take?
I'd say it took overall about 6 months.
You're fast.
But I did have a friend who helped me.
Wow.
Same as.
How long did it take you to complete the gumball machine project?
I cracked the whip. She had she had it out for me in about a week.
No.
Yeah.
The whole thing?
The condoms took.
How long does it take to knit a condom?
Look, she's halfway done here already.
Let me see.
See, she's oh, well, all right. I don't want to do any measurement here, but anyway, she's a tenth. Okay, see.
How long does it take to knit that, to crochet that?
Quanto tempo si mette per fare questo?
Ma non sai tempo, non sai. En poco fastidioso che stretto, questo qua è per fare questo.
Dammi una mezz'ora.
Una tempo, dici tu. Ecco 2 ore.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Questo qua è difficile.
The point.
I'm sure there's detail work that is quite time consuming. I had the same issue with buttonholes.
Yeah, she says the collector thing over here is definitely.
I would like to remind everyone if that you would like to see more of these artists' works, their websites will be posted at the end of the show, so please visit them online to see what their current knitting projects are. Do any of you post patterns? You do tutorials?
No, but your question about crocheting, do I flip? I'm anticipating if I do work up some samples for children to do, I would have to learn how to crochet, bite the bullet, and at last learn how to crochet.
Oh, come on, it's not that painful, Nancy. It's not that painful.
Yeah, I don't see the cute little patterns in knitting for something that I think would appeal to kids. I think scarves, but I think if I could come up with a little teddy bear or something that would
a little plastic teddy bear?
A little plastic teddy bear.
It could be a bath toy.
It could be. That's true.
That's be waterproof.
True.
I'm into waterproof.
I might have some knitting patterns.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Something that would appeal to kids.
Check in with us. We might have some interesting patterns for you.
Yeah. Email me if you have some ideas.
Well, I wanted to thank you all for coming. It's been delightful sharing all of this with you. It's like a little knitting circle.
Yes, yes.
And many thanks again to the folks at QPTV for indulging this televised knitting circle. I hope you enjoyed meeting our Queens knitters. I'm very proud of the fact they are from Queens and that we've all worked together. Thank you, and join us again on Art Spot.